And we welcome you, sports fans, to this live video streaming event from Table Rock Sports Productions in partnership with our local schools. I'm Terry Ross along with Jim Meads coming to you live from St. Mary's High School in Medford, Oregon. This is the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. And tonight it'll be the Sutherlin Bulldogs, if I remember right off the top of my head. And my cameraman says I'm right. The Sutherlin Bulldogs coming on to take on the St. Mary's Crusaders. We're pleased to bring you this game on TableRockSports.net in partnership with the Medford School District and our participating community business partners. Our sponsors keep these events free for fans to enjoy, so please let them know that you appreciate their support. And please support Table Rock Sports by subscribing to our YouTube channel. You can do that by going to YouTube, search Table Rock Sports, and click on the red subscribe button. When we come back, we'll have the Bills Glass Coach's Corner, which is brought to you by Bills Glass, the clear choice in Southern Oregon for almost 50 years. You're listening to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou on TableRockSports.net.
My Circle K, powered by GP Energy, you can turn an ordinary lunch break into something extraordinary with crispy, crunchy chicken. Grab and go their delicious chicken, chicken tenders, famous biscuits, and tasty sides. MyCircleK.com.
U.S. Cellular believes everyone deserves 5G. That's why we've included 5G on all plans, no extra charge, whether you're working or playing. All U.S. Cellular plans include 5G, no extra charge. Get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G free with no hidden requirements. U.S. Cellular.
Get the latest 5G phones for free today at Siskiyou Cellular, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular with 7 Valley locations. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Fuel your daily adventure at My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Whether it's morning motivation to get your day going, adding crunch to your lunch, fueling up for a road trip, your journey begins with My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bills Glass. Having new windows installed by Bills Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bills Glass show you what you've been missing. Bills Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bills Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Welcome back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. This is the Bills Glass Coach's Corner. And the Bills Glass Coach's Corner, we take a look at the teams as they come in here. Sutherlin, the visitors, come in with a 7-0 record, 4-0 in league play. And they have been rather dominating in all of those wins. So we'll see if St. Mary's can get them slowed down just a little bit tonight. They right now, currently, Sutherlin is on a 5-game winning streak. They won their first game, had one canceled, won a game, had one canceled, but they've been able to play consistently since then and now are on a 5-game winning streak. Meanwhile, St. Mary's comes in at 3-7 overall, 1-4 in league play. They come off of a win last night as they defeated the South Umpqua JV 52-30. So if you just went back the last 6 games, in the last 6 games, they're 3-3, which is how they got here, really. But they started out 0-4, so starting to see a little improvement from the Crusaders as the season goes on. That is the Bills Glass Coach's Corner, brought to you by Bills Glass. Locally owned, family run, Bills Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass. When we come back, it'll be close to tip-off time. as you're listening to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net.
Or a coach, or plan to be a coach. What kind of coach do you want to be? This?
Hey! What is that? Come on, guy! You're killing me!
Or this?
I love it. I love what I see. I don't care about the mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Guys making millions of dollars on Sunday, they make mistakes.
Know your role. Learn more at SouthernOregonSports.org.
There's a time machine, not so far away, that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day, and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens, called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
I think in our stores that we have the best selection and the best value for the dollar.
My name's Haley, and I've been showing sheep for 5 years through 4-H and pigs for 2 years through 4-H. 2 years ago I got Grand Champion, and today I got Reserve Grand Champion. It's a really good program, and it teaches the kids self-responsibility. The program wouldn't be how it is today if we didn't have people like Sherb coming out and supporting us.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Your workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Since 1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit eyecaresouthern.com to learn more.
Waiting, even a few days, to report a work injury or illness could cost you everything. But how do you know what you should do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
I believe in the bus system. They have always been there for my wife, and I know that she feels safe.
For me, riding the bus is a norm.
Other big cities have bus systems, and everybody rides the bus.
Having RBTD, just a bus stop away from my job, from my school, from my house, allowed me to be able to go to college, to get my 3 degrees, and still be a mom.
And we're going back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week as they're introducing the starters for Sutherlin. And so we'll get these for you in just a moment here. So now for St. Mary's, they're going to start Morgan Dole, the sophomore. Riker Rothfuss. And Carmel Ashland. Maddie Ward. And Catherine Mejia. Meanwhile, for for Sutherland, if we can go back and pick them up, they're going to be starting Micah Wicks, a 5'5" sophomore. Ava Gill, a 5'6" sophomore. Madison Wagner, a 5'7" freshman. Jaden Vermillion, a 5'7" senior. And Amy Dickover, a 6'2" senior. So we're set to go. Sutherlin in the dark uniforms. St. Mary's in the white ones. We're ready? Maybe. Sort of. What are we waiting on? The media is ready to go. There we go. Now everybody's happy. And away we go. That's a Wicks with it. And it's taken away by Rothfuss, who will get it to Dole. And the Crusaders have the opportunity to be first on the board. Rothfuss, yes, on the lay-in. Sutherlin plays a little quicker than most teams do. They already have it into the forecourt, trying to get it down deep, but can't do so. And they'll pull it back out, and around they go. Here's Wicks with it and passing it off to Wagner. And Wagner will put it in for the Bulldogs. Carmel Ashland on the drive, trying to get into the lane, but she's fouled. And that foul is going to go on Gill. That will be the first on Gill, obviously. First on Sutherlin. Rothfuss for three. Yes. So Rothfuss is on fire, and Sutherlin says, we're taking a timeout. Let's see what kind of timeout they're going to actually take. Oh, this is going to be a 30. I can see that. He's signaling them, stand up, stand up. Then the John L. Scott scoreboard reads St. Mary's 5 and Sutherlin 2. Gives us an opportunity to remind you that sports leagues and activities for the entire family are coming your way from the Medford Parks and Recreation Department. It's time to sign up now for summer fun. Go to playmedford.com, where you'll find the Coach Pistol Softball Camp July 12th through the 14th, led by the SOU National Champion coach and players. You'll also find junior golf lessons and USTA youth tennis programs, along with all your other favorites. So make sure that you visit playmedford.com to register today. 7:04 to go. Haven't even played 1 minute. And Sutherlin doesn't like what they see, trailing this one on a 5-2 count. Rothfuss is on fire right now for the Crusaders. There they get it back out to Wicks, who will fire a three around and off, and Sutherlin's going to knock the rebound out. St. Mary's, and that'll be batted out of bounds. There's Ward getting the inbound, Ashland, and she'll give it up to Rothfuss. Here's Mejia. I'm going to give her a little room. She'll take it all the way to the hoop and foul. Basket isn't any good, but she'll be on the line for two. And foul is on Gill. That's two on Gill. So Mejia at the line. And she's good with one. And Gill to the bench after picking up the second one early on here. And the next one is in. 7-2 ball game. Crusaders outbound, top by 5 here early on. Someone may be wondering what happened. And get it around to Vermillion. This is Josie. That's a shot that goes up no good, and Dole will grab the rebound. I think they have both Vermillions out there now. We'll have to check that out. As we go along, Ashland with it. Ward in three-point territory. They're trying to straighten it up now and get it around to Mejia. Mejia gets the ball under control. Back to Ward, to Mejia. And now Sutherlin beginning to press. Into the middle it goes to Ashland, and it's off her hands. Here comes Wicks with it. Wicks will go to the foul line. No good, foul. So Jaden Vermillion is in, as is Josie Vermillion. We'll be using first names for them for the time being. And here's Wicks. Good with the first one. And likewise good with the second one. Dole bouncing it into Rothfuss. Can't control it, but Ward picks it up. To Ashland. Ashland begins a drive, goes up, and tries to save it, but nope, stepped out of bounds. Down deep it goes to Travel. I went to Wagner. They say Wagner traveled. 5:19 to go. Still a 7-4 ball game. St. Mary's on top by 3. They have led from minute 1 of this game. There's a pickup by Rothfuss, and she's got it in. So Rothfuss, the 9-4 lead, and she's got all 9 points. They're going to say, count that one. That basket good by Jaden Vermillion. Foul is on Dole. That's the second team foul. Shooting one is Wagner. Or Vermillion, Jaden Vermillion. And she has that one in. The 9-7 ball game. And now you just feel like Sutherland is maybe starting to get things back under control again, considering that they're the undefeated team coming into this game. Oh, there's a bump, but they didn't call it. Ward gets the saved ball around to Dole. Dole up over a double team, no good. And stuffing that one back was Dickover. And then Sutherland loses it out of bounds. Erickson is in. Hannah Erickson in for Mejia. Here's Dole. Thought about a 3. Took it down. Ashland. Oh, now it's going to get back around to Dole. Dole will begin to drive. Pop it back out to Rothfuss for 3. That one's no good. Ward grabs the rebound. That one isn't any good. And here come the Bulldogs. Wicks with it. Around to Vermillion. That would be Jaden Vermillion. Out in the corner to Wicks for 3. Nope, they're going to say it's a 2. And now we're going to get us a timeout. I believe this is another 30. It is a 30. So we'll just keep it right here as we look on the John L. Scott scoreboard. And we see with 3:54 to go in the first that the game has gotten tied up. Sutherland has come all the way back to tie it at 9. Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon at 950 Royal Avenue in Medford. Hope you are enjoying today's game. They have a wide range of eye care services for the entire family. Visit eyecaresouthernoregon.com to learn how Dr. Brian Mitchell and his team can help your vision needs. And for almost 50 years, Bill's Glass has been the clear choice in Southern Oregon for your home, vehicle, or business needs. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass supports our schools and communities. 9-9 ball game. And it looks like they decided to take a full timeout. Nice of them to let us know that. But with 3:54 to go, St. Mary's needs to call a timeout. They had Sutherlin on the ropes at 7-2. And since that time, they've been outscored. St. Mary's has been outscored 7-2. As Sutherlin has tightened up the defense considerably. We see that Paige Edmondson is into the game for Sutherlin. Here's Dole. Dole stepped out of bounds. Started down the road and just stepped out of bounds. Here's Wicks. That's Edmondson to Vermillion. There, back to Vermillion again. That was Josie Vermillion. That one doesn't go. Dole, a clear shot at the basket. No good. Grabbing it off the floor is Rothfuss going up and fouled. 2 shots coming for Rothfuss. And that's on Vermillion. Josie Vermillion. At the line is Rothfuss. And number 1 is in. That one isn't in. So Rothfuss already has 8 of the 10 points. Knocked out of bounds. We'll just do it again here. Edmondson, this is Jaden Vermillion. To Josie, around to Edmondson. Could have fired the 3, didn't. Passed it up, Dickover. Dickover will, oh, thought she lost it out of bounds. Say it's off of St. Mary's. Well, back at it. Here's Vermillion. Nope, travels. Rothfuss trying to get it to Ward. Taken the ball by Vermillion. It was Josie Vermillion that grabbed that one. Wicks stops. Now she'll go back around to Jaden Vermillion for 3. No! Do a little too strong. Josie grabs it. And is fouled. There'll be no shots. It's only the 3rd team foul on St. Mary's. That's on Dole. She picks up her 3rd. That is not so good. Coming in is Emily Bedoin. And that one's no good. A long 3 put up by Vermillion. Rothfuss will take over the point with Dole on the bench. Trying to get it to Ward. Back around to Rothfuss. And there's a double team, and this is Josie, or make it Jaden Vermillion, all by herself, and she'll lay that one home. 5 for Jaden Vermillion, and at the 5-second count. Turnover, St. Mary's. Coming back into the game is going to be Wagner. Wagner's going to launch a 3 immediately. And it's no good, but grabbing the rebound and putting it back in is Dickover. 13-10. 1:56 to go in the first period. And Sutherlin has the 3-point lead. There's another turnover. Here they come. The Bulldogs on the move. Wicks around 1. Passes it off. Oh, it was dropped out of bounds. Had Wagner right there. Wagner just lost it. And now Sutherland's going to press clear in the back court. They're really hounding. There's a travel. They're just totally hounding St. Mary's right from the get-go now. Oh, none of this mid-court stuff. They're doing it in backcourt. Here's Wicks. That's Jaden Vermillion, who goes between two and lays it in. Rothfuss. Get it ahead to Erickson. Erickson has it, goes off her hands. Sutherlin will pick it up. And now it's taken away. Ashland stealing that one. Getting it to Ward, and Ward will get it back over to Rothfuss, and we'll set again. Under a minute to go now. And there's another stolen pass. And Jaden Vermillion and the official collide. Jaden Vermillion is the one that went to the floor to swinging her shoulder, and she turns to the official and says, "Are you good?" Yeah. Yeah, he's good. Good grief, that was a great block he threw. All right, we're back at it. There's Ward with it on the inbound. Stop. Nope, traveled. Not enough to Bedoin, but it's not going to do it. 48 seconds. Wicks. This is Jaden Vermillion. Wicks. Edmondson traveled. What is that? About 3 straight traveling calls? 3 trips down the court for both of these clubs. Have to do a little footwork here. There's another one off that's going to go off of Mejia. Yeah. 34 seconds. The Bulldogs will bring in front court 15-10. They're up. They've outscored St. Mary's by a count of about 13-3 over the last few minutes. And here's Wagner all by herself, and she'll lay it in. 17-10. As we approach 10 seconds to go, an offensive foul. And Mejia is going to have to go to the bench with an injury. So that's Mejia's first foul, 4 now of St. Mary's. More concerning is the possible injury. Have to see if that's a factor for the rest of the game, or if she can recover from it. Here's Wicks bouncing it off to Vermillion, but can't get it to go. Rothfuss has it, but that'll end the quarter. So we've made it to the end of one as we take a look at the John L. Scott scoreboard. They have offices in Medford, Ashland, and Eugene. Here, scoreboard reads Sutherlin 17, St. Mary's 10. You're listening to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net.
Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We've stocked up with over 200 new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from one of our largest inventories ever of new Jeep Cherokee 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back three-peat truck of the year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. You'll find the new vehicle you want at the low price you deserve. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports, I love my team, I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at SouthernOregonSports.com.
Welcome back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, presented by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. We're at St. Mary's Gymnasium, Jackson Court. And a John L. Scott scoreboard reads 17-10 as we begin the second period. The Crusaders will start with it. Dole is back in. The offense was really clicking when she was in here running it. We'll see if that helps at all again now. Dole going up, and no, that one isn't any good. That's grabbed by Vermillion. Josie grabbed that one. Here's Wicks. She's a good passer, by the way. She's made a number of nice passes. Here's a three-point shot. That's going to come up way short and out of bounds and be Sutherlin basketball. Here's Vermillion again for three. No good. And that's going to go out of bounds, this time to St. Mary's direction. Players on the floor, but everybody will get up. Here's Dole. Getting it around, back to Dole, no good. Sutherlin will grab the rebound. Foul from Rothfuss. That'll be the 15th foul on the Crusaders. First on Rothfuss. Sutherlin loses it out of bounds. Edmondson received the inbounds pass and then just dropped it. Here's Dole flying into the forecourt. Bounce it. No, tried to get it off to Connor. Couldn't do it. Wicks has it now in her hands. Stops, pops. Oh, no, that's... Oh, look, she's going to draw the foul. Oh. I tell you what, she could build out on that one. That's the 16th foul now on the Crusaders. The second on Rothfuss. And Wicks is at the line. And she gets one of them. (18-10). Sutherlin just continues to pull away here after St. Mary's started with a 7-2 leads. And there's Ward. That one doesn't go. Trying to get it out to Connor. They do. That's going to be over and back. Oh, here's Vermillion with it. The Wicks. And it goes to Wagner, but she's fouled, and they're going to say it's a 1-and-1, which it is. That'll be the 7th team foul on the Crusaders. Foul was on Ashland. Mejia back in. Knee injury and all. She's fine now. And there's one by Wagner, but she gets another. It's a 1-and-1 situation. And the next one, no good, but they're going to, Sutherland's going to grab the rebound, scramble around. Dole, they're going to call it a jump ball. Possession, Sutherland. .6:25 to go. We're in the second period. There's Edmondson with it. They're going to lose it over and back. Rothfuss is going to pick it up, though, because Edmondson couldn't touch it, and then she'll miss the lay-in. Edmondson will grab the rebound. Here come the Bulldogs the other way. Wicks giving it off to Dickover. Dickover can't get it to go. Connor with the rebound for St. Mary's. One of those lots of action, no production moments on the court. Ward up. Going to be Sutherlin. Basketball. Now coming in is Jaden Vermillion. I believe that leaves both of the Vermillions out on the court. It does. There's Josie there. Jaden Vermillion around to Josie, the Wicks. Wicks will fire the three. No good. Ward with the rebound, sort of out of bounds off of Vermillion. Jaden Vermillion. That didn't work out well. There's a three-pointer by Jaden Vermillion. Get it ahead quickly to Rothfuss, but Rothfuss can't control it. Wicks has it in her hands. That's a 1-on-4. She's the one, but she gets it to go anyway. (24-10). We played just a little over 3 minutes, and St. Mary's looking for their first points. And Wick stepped out of bounds, punched it away, and then stepped out of bounds. So St. Mary's looking for their first points in this quarter, and now they call a timeout. So we'll take a look at the John L. Scott scoreboard as it now reads St. Mary's, or Sutherlin 24, St. Mary's 10. You're listening to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net.
In RBTD all my life. When we moved to Talent, that's when we purchased our house.
All those memories were in that little spot for 17 years.
Everything in that house, all our firsts, everything gone. Now more than ever, with so many families being displaced, their kids will still be able to come to school to Phoenix and Talent because they'll be able to use RBTD.
Fuel your daily adventure at My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Whether it's morning motivation to get your day going, adding crunch to your lunch, fueling up for a road trip, your journey begins with My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
So your workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Welcome back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, presented by U.S. Cellular and Siskiyou. 4:47 to go in the second period, and it's a 24-10 lead for Sutherland. And this is after that the St. Mary's Bulldogs took a 7-2 lead way back in the first quarter. They've been outscored 22-3 since then. So the Crusaders are going to have to figure out how to get that resolved, and pretty quickly here. This is going to get out of control before we get to halftime. There's a scramble on the floor jump ball. That will go St. Mary's direction. Ashland comes in for Connor. Inbound at the Dole. She's playing with 3 fouls. Ward. Back to Ashland. Mejia. Rothfuss has it. Puts up a little jumper. No good. Vermillion with the rebound. Jaden, but she stepped out of bounds. Ashland with it. Getting in the middle from the Dole. Dole from the foul line. No good. Josie brings it down. And it'll be Jaden and brings it into the forecourt. Sets things up for the Dogs. Punched out of bound by Rothfuss. There's a long three. Yes! That was Jaden Vermillion with the 3. Her and Wicks are the main scorers right now for the Bulldogs. Mejia on a drive, cut off, blocking foul on Dickover. There will be no foul shots, though. It's only the 4th timeout. So we got to take a timeout here And we look at the John L. Scott scoreboard, and it reads with 3:27 to go in the second period, it's Sutherlin 27, St. Mary's 10, as you listen to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net.
My Circle K, powered by GP Energy, you can turn an ordinary lunch break into something extraordinary with crispy, crunchy chicken. Grab and go their delicious chicken, chicken tenders, famous biscuits, and tasty sides. MyCircleK.com.
US Cellular believes everyone deserves 5G. That's why we've included 5G on all plans, no extra charge, whether you're working or playing. All US Cellular plans include 5G, no extra charge. Get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G free with no hidden requirements. US Cellular.
Get the latest 5G phones for free today at Siskiyou Cellular, an authorized agent for US Cellular with 7 Valley locations. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Fuel your daily adventure at My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Whether it's morning motivation to get your day going, adding crunch to your lunch, fueling up for a road trip, your journey begins with My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
Welcome back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, presented by US Cellular at Siskiyou. We're in the second period. Right now, St. Mary's looking to get on the board with only 3:15 to go in this period. Here's Mejia. She goes up. No good. Wicks with it out of the air. Then she'll lose it, falling down to the ground. Rothfuss for 2. Yes. You're fine. Rothfuss. So to get that one. Has a travel. Two and a half to go now. 15-point lead for Sutherlin. Mejia at the foul line. Can't get it off. There's Dole. Dole will put it up. Yes. So late here in the second period, they're finding the mark. That one's no good. Here comes around it goes now to Ward. Ward bouncing it to Ashland, traveled. Oh, Wicks with it. Bounces off, and they're going to give it back out to Wagner, and they're going to say count the shot. And only one shot coming up for Wagner's. And that was good. Dole gets a pick, but can't do much with it. In the corner it goes to Connor. Back out around to Ward. Well, below a minute and a half to go in a half. And Ward will lose it. This is Wicks. 4 players there, so she'll just pull it back out, and she'll take it to the baseline, pop it way back out to Vermillion. Vermillion will take it in. No good. Ward will grab the rebound. Knocked away again. So retained possession and forgot to give Sutherlin credit for the foul shot they made. almost lost it again. This is Dole. That's no good. Rothfuss with the rebound. Connor to Ward. Ward. They're going to call the jump ball. And that'll be Sutherlin possession. 40.4 to go in the half. This is Josie Vermillion. The Wagner for three. It's no good off the rim. They're going to say possession continues to be with Sutherlin. Wagner, three. In and out. Vermillion with the rebound. No good. The other Vermillion. Josie with the rebound. No good. Tipped around. Grabbed by Wagner. Rez Wagner. Round to Wicks. Josie Vermillion for three. Yes. All of that, and they finally got it in the bucket. There's a run down by Ward. Ward can't get it to go. And we have made it to halftime here at the St. Mary's Gymnasium. At halftime, the John L. Scott scoreboard reads that it's Sutherland 33, St. Mary's 14. We invite you to stay tuned for the Medford Parks and Recreation Department halftime show as you're listening to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
If you're a coach or plan to be a coach, what kind of coach do you want to be? This?
Hey! What is that? Come on, Dwyer! You're killing me!
Or this?
I love it. I love what I see. I don't care about the mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Guys making millions of dollars on Sunday, they make mistakes.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.org.
There's a time machine, not so far away, that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day, and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens, called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
Welcome back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, presented by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. We're at halftime. Sutherland leads it 33-14. This is the Medford Parks and Recreation halftime report. Visit playmedford.com for the latest recreation guide and all the sports leagues, classes, special events. Just to name a few things you'll find when you visit playmedford.com. You'll learn more at the website. St. Mary's got off to a good start in the first quarter, led this one 7-2. It looked like maybe there was going to be a bit of an upset here, had a 9-4 lead. And then Sutherland tightened things up real quick like, and the Crusaders found themselves in trouble, trailing at 17-10 after one quarter. In the second quarter, the Crusaders just had a terrible time getting on the board, managing to score 4 points a little later on, late and deep into the quarter, but they still ended up trailing this one 33-14 at halftime. And the Crusaders only put up 4 points on the board. for the second period. So we're at halftime. We'll take a look at individual scoring when we return, as you're listening to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net.
Workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Since 1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit eyecaresouthern.com to learn more.
Waiting, even a few days, to report a work injury or illness could cost you everything. But how do you know what you should do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We've stocked up with over 200 new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from one of our largest inventories ever of new Jeep Cherokee 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back-to-back three-peat truck of the year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. You'll find the new vehicle you want at the low price you deserve. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love my team. I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
Welcome back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, presented by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. This is the Medford Parks and Recreation halftime report. Let's take a look at some individual scoring. First of all, for the visiting Sutherlin Bulldogs, they are led by the 13 of Jaden Vermillion, 7 for Micah Wicks, and there's 8 for Madison Wagner, and 2 for Amy Dickover. St. Mary's is led by the 10 of Rika Rothfuss, but Rothfuss, well, not Rothfuss, it's Dole that's been hampered by foul shots or foul problems. Meanwhile, Dole has scored 2, and Mejia has scored 2 from the foul line, and that's all the scoring that there is for the St. Mary's Crusaders. So, as I say, Sutherlin came into this game undefeated, and probably undefeated for a reason. They've managed to tighten things up considerably here in the second period, in particular, as they begin to press full court. It wouldn't let St. Mary's have any rest from the time the ball was inbounded, and they've kept that pressure up ever since. You're listening to the Medford Parks and Recreation halftime. Make sure that you visit playmedford.com for the latest recreation guide and all the sports leagues, classes, special events. You visit playmedford.com and you'll learn more. You're listening to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net.
In RBTD all my life. When we moved to Talent, that's when we purchased our house.
All those memories were in that little spot for 17 years.
Everything in that house, all our firsts, everything gone. Now more than ever, with so many families being displaced, their kids will still be able to come to school, to Phoenix and Talent, because they'll be able to use RBTD.
Fuel your daily adventure at My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Whether it's morning motivation to get your day going, adding crunch to your lunch, fueling up for a road trip, your journey begins with My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
So your workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Welcome back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, presented by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. 33-14 at the half. Sutherlin out on top. If I can get my camera guy to show you the Sutherlin shoes. I don't know if we can get a close-up of them or not, but you'll notice that they're all green, neon green. We're remarking that those are marvelous-looking shoes. The thing is that they don't have neon green in their colors. So I'm not sure how we got neon green shoes, but there they are, the green neon shoes for Sutherlin. But all of them have it. The whole team has the same color shoes. You usually don't see that in high school. Usually it's a eclectic group of colors that show up out on the floor for high school players. So we'll take a look at the John L. Scott scoreboard. It shows it is 33-14 as we get ready to begin the third period. St. Mary's will begin with it. Rothfuss. That's Ward holding it. Around to Dole. Back to Rothfuss. Rothfuss will launch. No good. And Sutherlin has the rebound. Wagner grabbing that one out of the air. Vermillion ahead to Wicks. Here's Vermillion setting again. This will be Jaden Vermillion. Grabbing it and Dick over. This is Gill. Had a little foul trouble herself. There's a good pass by Wicks to Jaden Vermillion. And Jaden puts another one in. 15 on the night for Vermillion. And now they're going to call an offensive foul on St. Mary's. It's on Rothfuss. That's 4 on Rothfuss. Well, this isn't good. You have 3, if I remember right, on Dole. So your playmakers are in foul trouble here. Here's Wicks. Get it into Vermillion. Right back out to Wicks. To Wagner. Wagner puts it up. No good. Mejia with the rebound. Dole holding it, losing it, and then getting it back. Stops and pops. That one isn't any good. 4 Bulldogs there for the rebound. Here's Wicks all by herself, and she'll pull it back out. Wait for the teammates to show up. It's a pick from Dickover into the middle to Vermillion. Back out to Wagner for 3. Short. Grabbing it is Dickover. Putting it up. No good, but fouled. So Dickover will go to the line for a couple. It's on Ward. First on Ward, but that's 2 already on St. Mary's in this half. Wagner is no good or Dickover is no good with number 1. And the next one's no good. But there's Vermillion with the rebound. To Wicks. Gill cuts across the court. Wicks looking for somewhere to go. They're rotating, but now they're rotated out to Gill. Here's Jaden Vermillion. Thinking about a three. Splits two defenders. Puts it up off the glass and in. Called her name a lot. Approaching 20 points on the game. There's Ashland, and they can't save it. A little too strong. Now Wicks will just walk it up to the other side of the court. Southern goes into that motion offense. Everybody's in motion. Here's Gill. Yes! Count that one, and she's fouled. That's Bedoin with the foul. And the foul shot is good. (40-14). Again, we've played almost a half of the quarter. There's a foul. Maybe this will, nope, going to be out of bounds. Half of the quarter, we have 4:44 to go, and St. Mary's is, again, looking for points. Haven't scored any since the start of the second half. Erickson and Connor come into the game for the Crusaders. Almost stolen there as Dole passed it to Connor. Ward going to get a shot off. Here's one by Dole. That one's around and off. Here comes Vermillion. Vermillion to Wicks. Wicks is immediately double teamed and can't get a shot off. Pass it out to Gill to Vermillion. Vermillion will drive it in the lane, lose it, and go down. He's been on the floor a lot tonight. Dole with it. Ward. Not letting Ward get anything off either. There's a shot underneath. Yes! That is Bodine. Or Bedoin, I guess. I got that wrong. Bedoin. There's a long three. Yes. And you know who that one is. Jaden Vermillion. 20 points on the night for Vermillion. 43-16. Ward double team. Sutherlin double teams the ball practically every time if you're too slow in getting it away. Dole loses it off her foot. Dickover picks it up. The Wicks. Now they get going. Here's Gill. Got it down low. Yes. That's to Dickover. Two and a half to go here in the third period. Points are needed by St. Mary's. They've scored only 2 this quarter. Erickson can't get a shot off. To Bedoin. Ward will drive and put it in. (45-18) on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Wicks to Dickover. Dickover up. No good. Tipped around. Erickson with the rebound. Dole loses it off the foot, but gets it out to Connor, who will pop a three. Yes. Off the glass. And there is going to be a timeout called. And it's only a 30 at this point. Table Rock Sports says thank you to over 100 new YouTube subscribers this spring. It helps us keep the games coming. You can go to youtube.com, search for Table Rock Sports, and then click on the red subscribe button if you would like to join the team. And if you would like to join the team, we'll thank you in advance for joining the team. A minute 35 to go. And once again, they signaled it was a 30 and then changed their mind about the time that I looked away. So this is apparently a full minute timeout. We'll just tell you that it is our sponsors who make this live high school athletic action available for you, including our title sponsor, Lithia Superstore Jeep Dodge Chrysler. Visit lithiasuperstore.com to find your next ride. We'd also like to give thanks to Siskiyou Cellular of Southern Oregon. They're our presenting sponsor. They have 7 locations to serve you. So a minute 35 to go. 45-21. 24-point lead for the Bulldogs. Edmondson will inbound it. Wicks with it. Gill dropped it. Had a 3 there for a moment. Dropped the ball. Wicks trying to find somebody now. Oh, can't get in. Out to Gill. Gill will take it. Stop, but she's fouled. I'm going to say it's out of bounds. That's the 4th team foul on St. Mary's. And the 2nd on Ashland. Dole knocks it away. Edmondson right there. No good on the layup. Wicks. Had a lot of pressure from. Going to give it off to Wagner. Wagner can't get it to go. And now we got a jump ball. Possession will be for Sutherlin. Nope, the hold going this way on Sutherlin. Wicks gets called for the hold. That's only the 2nd team foul. Dole around as we get her down to 30 seconds to go in the quarter. Here's Dole underneath. No good, but a foul. Let's see who they call the foul on. They call it on Wagner. The first. 3 now for Sutherlin. It's interesting that none of the Sutherland players are wearing masks, and yet St. Mary's players are. I don't know what's with that. Here's Dole punching it away. Dole goes up, and it doesn't go. Grabbing the rebound and putting it up, though, was Ashland, and she's fouled. .7 seconds to go in the 3rd period. It's Wicks with the foul. And Ashland is good with number 1. And the second one's no good. And what do we have? One shot coming up. A lane violation on Sutherlin. Ashland. Got it. Ten seconds. That's all that's left in the quarter. Wicks trying to clear everybody out so she can go one-on-one, but can't get it done. Edmondson to Gill, and the quarter's over. So we're at the end of the third period. And at the end of the third period, we take a look at the John L. Scott scoreboard. And it reads Sutherlin 45, St. Mary's 23. You're listening to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net.
My Circle K, powered by GP Energy, you can turn an ordinary lunch break into something extraordinary with crispy, crunchy chicken. Grab and go their delicious chicken, chicken tenders, famous biscuits, and tasty sides. MyCircleK.com.
US Cellular believes everyone deserves 5G. That's why we've included 5G on all plans, no extra charge, whether you're working or playing. All US Cellular plans include 5G, no extra charge. Get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G free with no hidden requirements. US Cellular.
Get the latest 5G phones for free today at Siskiyou Cellular, an authorized agent for US Cellular with 7 Valley locations. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Fuel your daily adventure at My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Whether it's morning motivation to get your day going, adding crunch to your lunch, fueling up for a road trip, your journey begins with My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
We return to St. Mary's. For the start of the fourth quarter, Edmondson almost losing it there. There's a three, no good, but grabbing the rebound is Wagner. Can't get that one to go either. St. Mary's basketball. There's a shot by Ward, no good. Here come the Bulldogs. Wicks gonna put it up, no good. Blocking foul. So we have blocking foul on Dole. Two shots for Wicks. That's 4 on Dole. They're going to bring Bedoin back in. And Wicks gets 1 out of the 2. Rothfuss travel. No? So they say foul. It's on Wicks. That's her third. Heaven Richardson is into the game for Sutherlin. Trying to get it in. Finally get it to Rothfuss. Rothfuss will hook it. No. Sutherlin will grab the rebound. Wicks back out to Gill. Swinging around to Josie Vermillion. Wicks takes the baseline, pop it off to Richardson. Richardson can't get it to go. But Sutherlin will grab the rebound. Ooh, traveled. Yeah, thank you. That was Wagner that traveled that time. Jensen into the game for St. Mary's. Connor out in the corner to Ashland. Ashland puts it up, no good. Wicks with a rebound. So the scoring is slowed down here in the fourth quarter. There's Gill all by herself, though, and she's going to lay that one in. Just about the time I say that the scoring is slowed down. Gill has 5, all in the second half. And the Bulldogs have doubled up. St. Mary's, here's a long 3, and that'll take care of that. Rothfuss will drain the 3. I don't have to worry about the double upping anymore. Now rebound grabbed by St. Mary's. Pop it ahead to Connor. Connor lay it up, no good. Ward grabs a rebound, puts it back in. Going 48-29. Here's Wicks, and that drive is going to result in no hoops, but a foul. Colin Ashland, who has 3-6 now on St. Mary's. As Wicks is good with number 1. Erickson is into the game. Not sure who else entered. As the next one by Wicks is in. Five minutes to go in the ball game. 50-29. Here comes Gill, all by herself. Showstop. Here's Vermillion. No good. That was Josie. They didn't make that one, but Josie gets a second chance and puts it in. (52-29). Scramble on the ball, jump ball. That'll be possession St. Mary's. Maddie Ward returns for Connor. St. Mary's gets it in. Sutherlin a little more content to back up and play a little looser defense. Still man-to-man. Here's Ward on a drive. Yes. Maddie Ward puts it in. 6 for the freshman. 52-31. There's Gill. No, she can't get that one to go, but Wagner will grab the rebound. Wicks will set it for Sutherland. Nope, she'll just pop a 3. That one's no good. And on the ensuing scramble for the rebound, a foul is called on Josie Vermillion. 16 fouls apiece now. 2 on Vermillion. 52-31. Rothfuss couldn't get it in. Around to Jensen, who will pop a 3. No. Wicks with the rebound. Up. No good. And Dole will grab it. Jensen to Rothfuss. Rothfuss is going to lay it in. 52-33. Wicks will let a 3 fly, and it is no good. There's Josie Vermillion with the rebound. She'll put it up and right back in. Dole gets it under the Roslitz. There's Ward. Ward will have to get it back out, though. Here's Jensen for three. Around and off. Trying to get it ahead to Gary. Now we're going to have a timeout. So let's see what they really do this time. As I'd assume this is a full timeout, as everybody's taking a seat. So we'll take a look at the John L. Scott scoreboard. Sutherlin 54, St. Mary's 33. You're listening to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Welcome back to St. Mary's High School, site of the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. 2:10 to go, fourth period. Sutherland with a big commanding lead right now of 21. So they're pretty well playing everybody. Here's Edmondson. Around to Cardoza. Give it to Rattledge. Have to check our scorecard here to see who's playing. There's Richardson with it. There's a long three. No, that one comes up short. That was Summers with it. But the Bulldogs get the rebound with 1.5 minutes to go. There's Dole. And they called the jump ball. Rattledge. They get it around to Edmondson. We got to get somewhere going. This Rattledge into the middle to Richardson. No good. And Ashland with the rebound at the 1 minute mark. Ashland to Mejia. Mejia will split the defense and not get the lay-in to go. Edmondson will bring it into the forecourt for Sutherland. As we have only 40 seconds to go. And here we have a travel. Travel called on Summers. 35.8 seconds left in the game. St. Mary's will bounce it off to Ashland. Ashland no good on the three. Trying to grab it out there. They do. Connor put up a shot. Ashland trying to keep it alive. Edmondson has it though instead. 15 seconds to go. Edmondson will go up with it. No good. Stepping out of bounds with it is Rattledge. And with 10.5 to go, the official wants timeout. That's because Cardoza goes limping off the court. That'll bring up substitutions and all manner of things. Rothfuss is back in for the final 10 seconds. That is taken away and batted away. Mejia will grab it, and that'll end the game. So we've made it through 4. It's a final here at St. Mary's. As we look at the John L. Scott scoreboard, they have offices in Medford, Ashland, and Eugene. The John L. Scott scoreboard reads Sutherlin 54, St. Mary's 33. We'd invite you to stay tuned now for the My Circle K powered by GP Energy post-game show as you're listening to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net.
You're a coach or plan to be a coach. What kind of coach do you want to be? This?
Hey! What is that? Come on, guy! You're killing me!
Or this?
I love it. I love what I see. I don't care about the mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Guys making millions of dollars on Sunday, they make mistakes.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.org.
There's a time machine, not so far away, that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day, and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens, called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Welcome back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. This is the My Circle K powered by GP Energy post-game show, where they fuel your road trip and add crunch to your lunch. It was a quick start for the Crusaders as they quickly led this one 7-2 in the first quarter, 9-4 at one point, and then Sutherlin tightened things up defensively and found their shooting range. And by the end of the first quarter, they led it 17-10. They really tightened things up defensively in the second quarter as the Bulldogs held St. Mary's to only 4 points, and at that point started to run away with it, leading at halftime 33-14. A little more even in the third quarter, but again, the Crusaders couldn't put a dent in the lead, really. And they left the third quarter trailing 45-23. Eventually, St. Mary's losing this one 54-33. When we come back on the My Circle K powered by GP Energy post-game show, we'll take a look at individual scoring. You're listening to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net.
In our stores that we have the best selection and the best value for the dollar.
My name's Haley, and I've been showing sheep for 5 years through 4-H and pigs for 2 years through 4-H. 2 years ago I got grand champion, and today I got reserve grand champion. It's a really good program, and it teaches the kids self-responsibility. The program wouldn't be how it is today if we didn't have people like Sherb coming out and supporting us.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Welcome back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. This is the My Circle K powered by GP Energy postgame show. Take a look at individual scoring. The Sutherlin Bulldogs were led by the 20 of Jaden Vermillion, as she just lit the place up, especially in the first half. 13 of those 20 in the first half. 10 for Micah Wicks, who in the first quarter basically kept Sutherland in that game, while the rest of the team caught up with their shooting skills. 8 for Madison Wagner, 7 for Josie Vermillion, 5 for Ava Gill, and 4 for Amy Dickover. Meanwhile, for St. Mary's, they were led by the 18 of Riker Rothfuss, 5 for Emily Bodine, 6 for Maddie Ward, and 2 each for Carmel Ashland and Morgan Dole, who was hampered by foul issues tonight. So that's the final here on the John L. Scott scoreboard from the St. Mary's Gymnasium. Sutherland 54, St. Mary's 33. We'd like to thank you for watching today's broadcast, and we'd like to thank St. Mary's High School for hosting the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net. You can find out about our next Table Rock Sports production by going to the TableRockSports.net website, where all of the future broadcasts are listed. This has been a special presentation of Table Rock Sports. The executive producer is Joe Brett. With Jim Meads, I'm Terry Ross saying thanks for watching and good night from St. Mary's High School in Medford, Oregon.